Okay. Yeah, I'm. Oh God. Okay, so there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I'm going to do this one kind of a short video, maybe 30 minutes. I'm going to start making really long videos though. I'm going to try to do videos every Tuesday. Okay, so just so you know in the future, and also I've noticed that there's a lot of folks that aren't watching my videos all the way through. They're packed with information. Okay. If you really want to be free, yes. And this is going to be a multi-part series. Okay. Um, Listen to them all the way through. And the reason why I don't have anything on actual video, there's nothing showing on screen, is because I don't want you to be distracted from what I'm saying. Okay. I don't have a lot of documents to show you. Okay. So, but I will include links. I've uploaded a lot of documents and up to Google, and I've made sure that the public can see them. So I'm going to include a crap ton of links to documents and also audios. So yeah, if you're, I would recommend that you just download the audio only on these things. Okay, um, and then listen to them. You know. And it maybe adjust the playback speed because I know I don't talk fast enough, really. Okay, so yeah, with all that out of the way, this is part 3 of my How to Be Free series, and I'm not going to talk just about law, by the way. Okay, I will get into a lot of other subjects eventually in the series. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of sticking with the law and with how to be free that way. Okay, about the legal name and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I need to clarify a little bit from the last couple videos. Okay, you may be wondering why you might want to use that legal name that they created. Okay, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to the other videos, please. Okay, um, so yeah, they created a trust in essence. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe do another video just covering the basics sometime a little later. Because I realize there's a lot of you aren't really up on the basics. You don't know what I'm talking about. I I should have done a video just on the basics, but I'm going to rectify that soon. Anyway, yeah, there are things I need to clarify about the about using that legal name and everything. You don't have to. Okay, Brian Parker from Tactical Sovereignty. I do get a fair amount of stuff from him and from Pastor of the Way, by the way. Okay, Pastor of the Way. In addition to Brian Parker. Okay. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I get from them, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I get from experience and from doing my own damn research. You've got to do your own research. Okay. And this is a very steep learning curve. I've been learning for probably over a decade now. Okay. In fact, well, I know it's over a decade. I've been learning for over a decade. So, yeah, there's so much to learn. And like I said, I will do a video on the basics to get everyone caught up if you don't already know. I'm going to put links. Well, actually, I've got a whole bunch of law audios up on my Google Drive, and you go into law audios link. There's a whole bunch of law audios that you can listen to. There's some that are like super, super important to listen to. Okay. But anyway, yeah. If you're acting as an agent for that legal person, for that trust, and you're doing it right, they can't really touch you. Sure, it's their trust. They have a say in it. But if you do self-initiating contracts, if you do it all right, they don't respond to you. Okay. The trick would be getting paid. Okay, that's the real trick. That you're going to have to go to the Social Security Administration after you've already given the trustees proper notice. Okay, you give those trustees proper notice. You give them enough time. Give them 30 days to respond to you. Okay. Hopefully you're doing it properly so that you're getting a green card back. That's the registered mail. I don't have the money to do that. I don't even have money for registered mail right now. So I'm going to have to do it a different way. I'm going to have to do it through email. But you know what? Email is considered legal communication. I can make some really damn good arguments that it's like, well, I know this email is a legal communication, and I know this email address is a good email address, so obviously they're getting it. Why aren't they responding? So I'm going to print out those emails and take them down to Social Security Administration and just say, hey, I need to talk to someone really high up that knows what I'm talking about. I've got contracts with these trustees, okay? Because these are self-initiating contracts. And so that's what I'm going to do. All right. I don't know what you're going to do, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Also, well, I've got to get a Social Security number too. But I was going to take my friend down there. I've got a friend that has a Social Security number, and I'm going to act as a general agent on her trust in addition to the trust that, well, not really her trust, but it's the government's trust. Okay. And technically, she doesn't have a Social Security number. It's the government Social Security number. Just want to make that really clear, okay? Or the Social Security Administration's number, okay? But yeah, we'll just say that it's hers, okay? And that's her trust, just to speak generally, okay? Even though that's not quite correct. And I'm sorry if I've lost you on that. I really, like I said, I need to do a video on just the basics to get you all caught up. Although there are audios that cover the basics. I've got 2 audios with Pastor of the Way in those files. I'll let you know what they are if you look down in the description. Okay, please look in the description. Okay, when I upload the video, I'm going to put it in the description where they showing you, and I'll point out which ones they are. Okay, in the description. Listen to those videos. Okay, those 2 videos actually cover they cover a lot of the basics actually. And probably do a better job than I could do. Okay. If you want proof of all this stuff, you're going to have to go get the proof yourself. Okay, there's so much. It's like the last video I did. I mentioned that my legal person has that do not arrest, do not detain, federal level warning in the police databases. Do I have proof of that? Absolutely not. I can't. I don't have access to those databases. Okay, cops will not tell you unless they slip up. You know, like they've done before. They've slipped up. Um, or I've just cornered them in such a way that they had to kind of admit that, yeah, it's there. But like I said, I saw it with my own damn eyes. Okay, I saw it. So, oh, by the way, if there's an echo on this thing, I apologize. I'm trying a new spot here. It's a parking garage. Oh, no. Oh, God, there's a siren too. Anyway, so yeah, crap. I mentioned last time about family Bibles and stuff. Yeah, that's important. The genealogy is really important and everything. But government, it can't see the living man. You know, living man is outside of its jurisdiction. Okay. If you need to step outside of their jurisdiction entirely, that Bible is the best thing that you could possibly have. Okay, if it has your bloodline in it, it's a family Bible. If necessary, start a new one. Like I said, even if you aren't a Christian, I'm not a Christian, by the way, but yes, I definitely recommend that family Bible. They will recognize that thing to a certain degree, anyway. Okay. So yeah, definitely get a family Bible if you can. I realize that you might be in a situation where you're living in absolute poverty. Oh God, sorry about the noise. Where you're living in absolute poverty and you can't afford anything. Okay, yeah, I realize that. But all this stuff I'm talking about, hopefully it can get you out. Okay. That's when I'm hoping that I can get out of poverty by doing this stuff, learning all this stuff, and employing it. Okay. Now, last video I actually talked about the provost marshal as well. Brian Parker suggests the Secretary of State, and yeah, that's a good place to go as well. I'm thinking provost marshal might actually be even better than that, though. See, the thing about the provost marshal, I didn't mention this, is they are supposed to be there to communicate between the military and you, okay, and the general public. That's their job. It's one of their jobs, anyway, I guess. You can look them up, and like I said, it's spelled like it's provost, and it's pronounced provo. Okay, so it looks like provost marshal. It's probably French. So provost marshal. Yeah, and like I said, they have a Facebook page. So yeah, I'm thinking very seriously about doing that. I definitely need to get by the sheriff's office one day here pretty soon. I just got so much on my plate right now. So yeah, I'm going to, from now on, I think every Tuesday I'm going to do these videos. Okay. I know there's not really a lot on this one. I'm going to keep it really short because I got to get going. Try to find a really good place to do these videos. Someplace that's nice and quiet. So yeah, hopefully I can do that. I don't know. I got a friend who has a house, so I might end up doing videos every Tuesday from his house. I don't know. I have to take the bus up there though. It can get expensive. Um, so anyway, I guess that's, you know what? I think I'm going to just leave it at that. Be sure to check out the description, please. Okay. Oh, and I'm not doing this for money, by the way. These videos, I'm doing it. I'm doing these videos for you. Okay. So, you know, they're not monetized. They shouldn't be playing ads. I don't think they're playing ads. Okay. So yeah, they're all for you. They're here for your benefit. Okay. I'm taking time to do these things for you. So the very least you can do is take the time to listen to them all the way through. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to end it right now. Okay. Bye.